Rob, a hard-fought result, but a win nevertheless here at Lockwood Park today against Huddersfield. Just assess that game for me.
Do you know what? I think it was a real industrial performance. A really tough game, 12-4 for large parts, and I think that sort of game was what the academy's all about. You know, keeping the ball in play, getting these lads used to being in sort of a cycle where it's not about the refs, it's about how the players can go and go and go. So it was one of them really hard-fought games. Our lads, I thought, were great. Just a couple of periods where they probably conceded some fast rucks, but they're a massive pack. So you know what, if you'd have said we'd win 22-10 before the game, I'd have snapped my hand off. So really happy with the performance, and certainly a step forward from the last performance.
We knew that the forward pack was going to be one of their biggest strengths coming into the game. How did you work with ours to counteract and maybe better them at some points in this game? Well,
I challenged them a little bit. I thought they bullied us last time, and it was a similar circumstance this time, in the sense of, quite a few young lads out there, and I asked the guys in there if they were scared of any of their players, and none of them said no. So therefore, that was no excuse to be bullied by them. So, and I thought at times we not only handled their big guys, but sort of led the front, and I thought we won that battle. I thought Sam Morehouse and Louis McConnell laid a real good platform for the rest of the game in both spells they came on.
And Harry Anderson coming back into the team as well, with Sam coming into the starting side. Was he part of that sort of fluid movements between him, Harvey Spence and Ewan Stevens that did score us tries today?
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing for me is they've got plenty of halfbacks in this team, so a balance of managing their game time and a bit of continuity. It's no good ideally to perform your best when you're in and out of the team, so a bit of continuity there in him starting this week. Jack Marlinson, there's not really much in him. We're just trying to give them all some game time and form some combinations. So I thought the halves controlled it really well. All three halves, Corey, the spine, Ewan Stevens were great at back, constant threat. And one thing I told Ewan before is that the big guys don't like the little guys running at them. So don't let them down, challenge them, and he challenged them from minute one, and I thought it was outstanding.
And consistency has been a key pointer for you for the whole season, really. Is this similar to what you're wanting from the guys week in, week out? Yeah,
and I don't think there is a magic wand and a complete rule on what creates consistency. It's probably being consistent in training every time you turn up, and yeah, we're striving for consistency. We haven't had it this year. We've been great, but then we've been also poor. But at this stage in the year now, we need to form some sort of pattern of consistency, and that was a step in the right direction. I'm really happy with that, and we can go into next week playing at Emerald Headingley with some high hopes and some smiles.